Hi, happy to see you on our channel again. Today we're bringing you some new commentary from a royal expert. Meghan Markle was too delusional of her own power, it's been claimed. A narcissist is the most important person in any sphere, irrespective of who they are or who they marry. Whatever the circumstance, Meghan is the star attraction, the one who must go first, the one they all have come to see. It would not occur to her to think otherwise. She is number one. She even said that the UK made £1 billion out of her marriage to Harry. Therefore, the UK spending £32 million was a drop in the ocean compared to the profit made. Only a narcissist would think those two thoughts, that the people who were there to see her wedding, and that it was financially right that the UK should fund the cost of the wedding because the UK made a profit out of it. Actually, it was the businesses, restaurants, cafes, hotel, etc., that made the money, not the UK per se. If she had a single ounce of humility, she would be at the other end of the spectrum. They came to see Harry get married. I was just the lucky girl he chose. That's what commentators mean. She's famous not for being Meghan Markle. She's famous only for being the wife of Prince Harry, son of Prince Charles, grandson of the Queen of the UK. Take away Prince Harry and her title, and who is she? An ex-actor in a Canadian legal soap. Nothing more, nothing less. She was a D-list actress in Suits that was close to being canceled and had her blog, The Tig. Meghan was not well known until she met Prince Harry, although she has a very high opinion of herself. If there's a divorce, I'm not sure what will be her source of income. I can only imagine she'll try to land another billionaire for her source of supply. Another royal commentator expressed this opinion. As many people from many walks of life have stated over the last 3 to 4 years, they had not heard of her before getting together with Harry. Some knew her only through her cable television show, Suits. In my mind, she's not a famous person in any way, shape, or form. For myself, I fall into the never heard of her before Harry. If getting engaged and married to a prince is Meghan's claim to fame, not for who she is, it wouldn't matter who it was that married Harry. She would be famous just the same. Meghan has the attitude that people want to see her, shake her hand ahead of Harry's at engagements. Engagements that Harry was supposed to be the champion of the charity and Meghan just the arm candy. Somehow, for whatever reason, Meghan decided she was the champion and Harry was the arm candy. Ego. Meghan's ego is why she thinks she's famous just for who she is. All the attention she grasped from the beginning of the relationship with Harry went straight to her head and keeps expanding. Meghan, for some reason, cannot grasp the idea that some of her words and actions are just off-putting. Meghan can't or won't take advice from people who know more than she does, which in ways has caused both her and Harry much undue criticism and problems with their respective families and general public. Meghan's ego, in my opinion, gets in the way of her being accepted by the majority of people. One will always have detractors, but most people try to win them over, not push them away. In that process, she is pushing away even more people. In the end, Meghan doesn't seem to realize that she has hurt hers and Harry's perception people have of them. She seems to think that she sees the trees in the forest. Sorry, but it's not so. Till she does, people won't change how they see her. A commentator continued, Exactly. Any fame she has is a result of who she married. I cannot believe the transformation, and it's not a good one. You don't see Sophie, Catherine, or other members of the royal families acting the way she does. Yes, he wanted to leave, so it's not her doing entirely, but the photo ops and everything else is pathetic. I wonder if by insisting on greeting people ahead of Harry, whether Meghan Markle fancies herself a second Diana and thinks she's imitating Diana in the way that Diana outshone Charles when doing walkabouts. The problem is that Meghan Markle cannot hold a candle to Diana. Meghan Markle is a legend, but only in her own mind. Personally, I think all her ego relates back to when she wrote that letter after watching that Dirty Dishes soap ad when she was 11 or 12 years old. That has gone to her head from that day on after receiving a reply. She thought herself to be a very important person. And I think her parents did her a huge disservice by spoiling her rotten and telling her she was the most special girl in the world. Both Meghan and Thomas have described how especially Daddy used to sing praises to her. It's not surprising that she's become a nasty egomaniac. It turns out that for whatever reason, whatever letter she wrote, she never received a reply. The company did change the wording in their commercial, and when she became a duchess, could have cashed in on it, but they didn't. The company never confirmed to even having received the letter, let alone implementing the change at her behest. Do you think Meghan and Harry would attract less bad press if they actually practiced what they preach to others? It would definitely help their image if they did practice what they perpetually preach. However, I think as far as they continually project themselves into the eye of the media, they must be ready for both bad and good press reactions. As much as the Sussexes feign mock annoyance with some of the press attention, the fact remains that they need that press attention. That's why they repeatedly pop up in the right place at the right time, always accompanied by their own personal photographer. They seek the limelight, yet criticize and sue that same limelight when it actually highlights their misdemeanors. They are so many times when the Sussexes have preached to others about the right way to live their lives. So kind of them to set themselves up on the pedestal of virtue and point out where we all go wrong. So kind of them to impart their vast knowledge on issues such as the environment, equality, feminism, and so many other areas within their self-appointed expertise. Yet, such a shame that the Sussexes can't quite back up their own words with their own practical evidence. They constantly reveal just how hypocritical they both are when it comes to the environment, equality, and feminism. Just saying it doesn't make it true. You have to be seen to do before you instruct others to do the right thing. You actually have to do the right thing yourself. One recent example of gross hypocrisy was when Meghan spoke passionately about her love for the feminist phrase linked, not ranked, during her interview with Gloria Steinem, the feminist icon. Meghan stressed that she even wears the phrase on her bracelet. Trying to promote the concept of equality in an interview during which she chose to use her royal title, Duchess, is demonstrating hypocrisy at its highest level. As long as they continue on this track, they deserve all the bad press they can get. Don't do as I do as I say. Does that sound like a good idea to you? I can live my life how I like, but others need to heed my words. If I were never to use a car again, but always take public transport, then I might be justified in suggesting others do the same. They tell us the importance of looking after the environment, but then drive a gas-guzzling car. And yet, they charter a plane to fly 25 minutes to Los Angeles, a car trip that even in bad traffic apparently only takes about 2 hours. Why did they do it? No idea, but the effect it has on their reputation has been a disaster. Are they too grand to deign to travel by chauffeur-driven car when it's so much more glamorous to board a private plane? And to compound the felony, they only stayed doing good work for 10 minutes. They have no visible sign of income, spend extravagantly, and expect us to buy it without a murmur. What do they have to do to attract less bad press? Nothing. I repeat, that's what they would have to do. Nothing. Get rid of the PR representation, shut the door of their mansion, and get on with the life of privacy that they left the UK and the royal family to achieve. And Meghan must ditch using the title the Duchess of Sussex, no longer of any use to her if she wants a private life. They will then be able to walk along the beach, go shopping, do what they want without anyone knowing exactly what they're doing at any given time. Once they've hidden away for a decent period, proved they can support themselves, interest in the pair will vanish, and there will be no media attention at all. It will all be exactly as they professed they wanted. It's hard to fathom how they don't just seem to notice their own hypocrisy. I mean, they can't be oblivious to the fact that lecturing the world on looking after the environment is totally at odds with what they themselves actually do. Do they think that nobody's noticing? I just don't get it. It looks to me as if they really don't think people are stupid. Either that or extreme arrogance. I really can't tell which. But interesting to know Harry's take on all of this. He has never had to organize anything in his own life, so it's obvious who's taking the lead in everything they do. If a narcissist gets an idea into their heads, I wouldn't want to be the one on the receiving end of the onslaught. How about you? Do you think Meghan Markle is too delusional for her own power? Please let us know in the comment section below and let's discuss them together. And as always, come back to our channel for all the latest news on the royal family, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry right here. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.